Hey, what's up, guys? This is GM Ren. I'm finally back after many months with a channel update. It's not a completely good channel update. I'm not gonna start streaming again or recording again just yet, but I do have it in the pipeline. So normally I would keep this really short, but I'm gonna make it a little bit longer since you guys haven't seen me in a while. Just give you really all the details that make up why I've stopped and why I'm not gonna be starting again right away. So, basically, as usual, life happened. I was in school. I had 8 credits, and I was working full time at my job, doing very well in both. But that was a lot, and I also went through a move. If you notice, I'm in a new environment, new background, much better place. Not here forever, but it's really nice. Really big room, nice neighborhood. So all of that was a lot of time, and I just couldn't keep up with it. But now I'm done with school. It's actually been about a month since I've been out of school, and I'm still not gonna start back up right away because a lot of things have happened. After I stopped school, I don't know if I've said it before, but you know, even if I have, you might not have heard it. But I'm also a boxer. And I usually box during the summer. So after I got done with school, I started boxing again. That's obviously a lot of time. It's only about 2 hours a day in the gym, but I put in, more time at home practicing and watching videos and stuff. So I started boxing. And then also, another thing is I got a lot more social. I don't really talk about my social life that much because before I didn't have much of one. But I got a lot more social. I started hanging out with people. Um, I started really connecting to people. I almost literally, like, in 3 weeks' time, I went from introvert to over the top extrovert. And it was a huge transformation. I found myself spending way more time socializing than anything else. And I was still boxing and still working full time. So I came to the realization that I'm just always going to be busy. Like, this is a consistent pattern. No matter what I do, I'm going to have a schedule full of stuff. So, that leads me to why I'm not starting back up with the videos right away. Before I start, I know I've done this before, but I want to do this even more. I want to streamline my video production process. The last time I did make quite a few improvements. It took me about 2 weeks to really figure out all the details behind what I needed to do to make my video rendering faster, the editing faster, and all that stuff. But this time I'm really going to be taking it to the max. I just got done with software engineering at school. I'm a computer science major, and in that class we practice concept location where you have literally like millions of lines of code that you've never seen before, and you're expected to, just based off of a change request, you're expected to go find where you're supposed to make the change. And I think I'm pretty good at that. So now I might be at the level where I can actually go and edit my program. The program I'm using is called OpenShot. It's an open source Linux program. I think they have a Windows release planned pretty soon, but it's not out yet. It's written in Python. And it's really good. It's actually the best video editor I've used so far. It only has a couple flaws right now, one of which I'm hoping I can fix. I might decide to contribute to the development team for that. It does literally everything I want it to do except for saving profiles. So rendering profiles, like, you have your video done, and then every single time you have to go and click a bunch of checkboxes or drop down menus to choose the same settings that you always record with or that you always render with. So probably the biggest thing is going to be actually diving into the code of OpenShot. Since it's open source, I can do that, and finding out how I can make my own custom profile, or maybe how I can extend the program to allow users to create their own custom profiles. And then the other thing is, because I don't edit a whole lot, I'm more of like a streamy type of guy. I want to really like I said, streamline it to the max. So what I've got planned down the pipeline, this is like my secondary goal, is I've got a Raspberry Pi, and this is really ambitious. It doesn't have to be a Raspberry Pi. Actually, let me start over. I've got I've got a netbook that I just used to render my last videos. This is a lot less powerful than my computer. The main reason I want to use the netbook or just something else is because it takes, even though I've got a pretty decent computer, it takes about an hour to render, say 20 minutes of video on the computer that I have. It's pretty decent. It's just rendering takes a lot. And I'm a computer science major. Like I said, I'm always busy. I'm not going to be able to, or I'm not going to be willing to take an hour on top of the hour I spent recording and probably the half hour or 20 minutes I spent editing out of this computer. I want to be able to literally record, and then after I record, just press a button and the script does everything else for you. I think I'm capable of that now, so that'll be the main thing. This thing took about 12 hours to render about 12 hours to render a 30-minute video. So I do realize that's gonna be that's really slow, but the important thing is that I'm not taking an hour of just not being able to use my computer every time that I want to upload 20 minutes of video. That's just way too much. So further down the pipeline, I want to try and use a couple Raspberry Pis. Wow, my camera skills are bad. A couple Raspberry Pis, and so basically I want to be able to just push a button. The script will go on the network and separate the task of rendering the video amongst a few Raspberry Pis, or maybe BeagleBone Blacks, whatever I decide to get. And that's basically it. I think it's really valuable. Like I said, I'm always going to be busy, and anything I can do to streamline this process further is going to help me out. You could say it's lazy or whatever, but like if it's going to be a regular thing, saving 20 to 30 minutes on a regular thing, like something I do 2-3 times a week, is just really important to me, for keeping the type of busy lifestyle that I always have. So the good news is I do have one more video for you guys. It was uploaded, or it was recorded while I was in the heat of school, like really stressed out. I never released it. I decided to just save it until I made this update. So I've got one more video of Merc that I'm gonna upload right after this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But I can't give you like a release time for when I'm gonna start again. I'm not gonna try and commit to that. I'm gonna be prioritizing work and boxing and my friends. But this is definitely gonna be something that I'm gonna be putting a lot of time into. I'm not gonna slow poke it. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm guesstimating it might be around a month to do all of this, because it is actually really hard for me. Even though I'm pretty skilled now, it's a big task. So yeah, maybe a month. It might be longer. It might be quicker if I'm really good. But yeah, so I'm gonna release the last Merc video. I'm gonna be continuing with that when I finish all of this crazy modification stuff. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.